Yo, what's up squad? It's Elite Shot here, aka Sean, and today guys, I'm bringing you another epic class setup. It's been so long since I uploaded my last epic class setup, and that's because I pretty much already showed all of my best classes. In this series, for everyone unfamiliar, this is where I show the things I use on a regular basis, and I explain why I chose the things I did. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the gameplay. Alright guys, the only weapon I haven't covered yet in this series were the sniper rifle. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you my sniper rifle epic class setup. The sniper I picked is the USR. I personally think this is the best sniper in the game, or at least I feel most comfortable with it. It handles very well, and it's great for quickscoping. But when it comes to quickscoping, I really wouldn't consider myself a quickscoper. I snipe and I do what I can whenever I can. If I have to quickscope, I will. If I have to hardscope, I will. In my opinion, it really doesn't matter what snipers do because they're a sniper. They can sit back if they want and hardscope all day, or they can run around and quickscope people's heads off if they can. I'm not the best at quickscoping, but I definitely improved since I got my ghillie suit. During my ghillie suit series, off the start, I wasn't that great of a sniper, and it definitely took me a while to adjust to sniping in this game because it's a little bit different than previous CODs. As you know, in this game, the snipers have the dual render scope, and that's when you zoom in, you can actually see on the sides, it's kind of blurred out. In previous CODs, it was just black on the side, so it's a little new addition, and it kind of changed the way snipers work a little bit, but they pretty much play the same once you get used to it. Alright, so the attachments I throw on my USR are the chrome line attachment and the variable zoom lens. The reason I put on the chrome line is so I get less hit markers, plain and simple. If you don't use this thing, you'll definitely notice yourself getting a lot more hit markers, and it's pretty frustrating when you're using a sniper rifle because you have to follow up with another shot, and you'll probably die when you're about to take that second shot. And the reason I threw on the variable zoom lens is because I actually prefer sniping and quickscoping with this scope. The first zoom on this lens is less zoomed in than your default scope, and I think it's great when you're sniping close up or even far away because you can actually press B to adjust the zoom level. So the first zoom is the less zoomed in, you press it again, it's like a medium zoom, you press it one more time, that's the B button, and it's all the way zoomed in, which is crazy for long range. But I mainly stay on the first zoom because it just feels so good to me, and sniping's even easier. For my secondary, I know when you're sniping, people always get so mad when you whip out your secondary, but it's handy in those situations where you're close up and you might not feel as comfortable sniping. So I put on the PDW, the gold PDW, which has fully automatic fire. That's right, baby. And the only way you can use this thing is if you're 10th prestige. So I'm sorry, if you're not 10th, you cannot use this weapon. If you don't want to use the gold PDW, or if you can't use it yet, I would recommend probably the MP443 Grach, whatever you want to call it, however it's pronounced. I think that's the best other secondary to use. And then for my attachments, I just threw on extended mags because the PDW runs out pretty quick, and extended mags will help you out, and you can even get a few kills with one clip, which is handy. I didn't put on a tactical or lethal, but you definitely can. C4 would probably be my next choice if I were to pick a lethal because it's great for close up, or if you want to be that annoying guy, go ahead and throw on the IED, but I definitely don't recommend that because I think they're so annoying. I don't know, I can't take them. I just do not like using those things. And I really don't use tacticals, but if I had to pick one, I would probably throw on the concussion to slow people down, or the motion sensor so you can throw that kind of like behind you in a spot where you expect enemies to come through so you can detect their presence and you can get them from wherever they are. Alright guys, next up I want to talk about my perks. Now these perks are what I play best with when I snipe. You guys can definitely change them out for something else, but this is what I like using the most when I snipe. I threw on quick draw because that's a must. You want to aim down sights faster because if you don't have this perk on, you'll aim so slow, you get taken out every time. The next perk I threw on is Ready Up. And Ready Up is another handy perk when it comes to sniping because it allows you to snipe faster. You can aim down your sight faster because your weapon is ready quicker. The next perk is Amplify. I pretty much use Amplify on all my classes because I use a gaming headset, and being able to hear enemy footsteps louder is super beneficial. If you don't like Amplify, you can definitely throw on Dead Silence. I actually like the other benefit of Amplify where it actually quiets or it tones down your teammates' footsteps so they're not as loud, which is definitely helpful, and it makes it easier to hear enemy footsteps. The next perk is Focus. Focus is a necessary perk on all classes. I don't care what you're doing, it's needed, unless you're like using a shotgun and only hip firing, because it's not as necessary there. But with snipers, it will definitely help. If you're getting shot at, you don't want your scope bouncing everywhere when you're trying to take them out, so definitely put that on. And then the last perk I threw on is Hardline. Many people really don't seem to use Hardline, or at least that I noticed, because whenever I use it, you guys always say, "Yo, Sean, why are you using Hardline, man? Throw something else on." I actually prefer Hardline. I like getting my perks sooner, and every 2 assists counts as a kill, which is very helpful because sometimes you may need that 1 kill to get your next streak, so it's great. Alright guys, lastly, let's talk about my kill streaks. The kill streaks I picked were a part of the Assault Strike package. I chose the SATCOM, the Guard Dog, and the Sentry Gun. The SATCOM is kind of self-explanatory. You could see enemy positions on the minimap, which is great because you know where they are. I also threw on the Guard Dog because the Guard Dog, Riley, he's man's best friend. He's super great and even more beneficial on snipers because you won't be that great at close up. So Riley is like your close range killer. He'll bite people and kill them. He's a freaking monster. And then the Sentry Gun. The Sentry Gun's great to put in positions where you're not going to be guarding, or put it in places that have like high traffic areas where people are always running through, and it should rack you up a bunch of kills. And don't make the mistake that I make like all the time. As soon as I get it, I sometimes have the habit of calling it in instantly. I instantly call it in, and I get myself killed as I'm calling it in. So you kind of want to make sure you're in a position where there's no enemies around you, and you know the coast is cleared to call it in. So that's my strike package. That's my USR class setup. Now, a few game modes I'd suggest you guys to use this in would probably be like TDM, Domination, Ground War. It's pretty much good in all game modes. I wouldn't recommend sniping and Search and Destroy unless you're a super comfortable sniper and you think you can do that. But I normally like using this in game modes where there's a lot of people and I can get a lot of kills. Alright guys, so that about wraps up my epic class setup on the USR sniper rifle. I really hope you guys enjoyed this class. Try it out and tell me what you think. If you guys have a suggestion for a different sniper class, say so below because I'm pretty interested on what you guys use. But as I always say guys, it's Elite Shot here, aka Sean, your friendly COD fanboy. I'm signing out. Peace!